Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode of unboxing, setting up, and walking through a bunch of new kayaks that we just got from Old Town. This is a bunch, actually it's two of them, but these two are very, very special. See why? This one right here, actually I think I actually killed both of this type of kayaks, but not quite, because these are different. This one over here is probably gonna change the game once again, and this one here, well, let's just say if you want to take your family with you and you want to reduce the infighting with the pedals and like don't hit me, this one is gonna help you out with that, and you'll see why. So let's go ahead and start unboxing this boat. I think I'm gonna start, this is kind of broken here, so let's just, wow, we got a bunch of stickers here. Overpack, lithium, warning, unwrap immediately, do not leave the kayak or canoe in direct sunlight. Whoa, look at this, guys. ePDL Plus. I want to see what's behind door number 1. Oh man, you could put a big battery in here. What is this? Built-in horizontal rod holders, a cable for the motor, through hole. What the through? Wow, this is gonna be interesting, man. This is the rotor system. You've seen that rotor a billion times before. What I do love about Old Town is that, look at that, the rotor is set up already. This right here looks epic already. We got the drive, we got the battery, which I think it is an amazing amped outdoor lithium battery. If you wanna power your electronics, make sure to buy an amped outdoors lithium battery because they're the best. Excellent guarantee, excellent product, got nothing to worry about. Nice. So guys, I'm gonna be using this knife that I got from Old Town back in 2020 when we got the autopilot. This is what I'm gonna be using to unbox this. I'm not gonna use a knife, I think it's just fitting. So what we got here is the paperwork that you need to register your kayak, the wire, kill switch, and other items that we're gonna need to set this boat up. Now, about registering this watercraft, I don't know. I think you should not, like, my opinion, is that this boat, even though it's an ePDL, it wouldn't engage the motor unless you assist it manually. Therefore, it is more like an e-bike, and e-bikes do not need to be registered. I don't think this boat needs to be registered, but it's up to you. All right, let's continue here. These are cool. It's very windy, so I need to like keep putting garbage away. Know before you go, for more information on the ePDL Plus, scan this barcode. And if you want to buy one or learn more about it, oh my god, they did overpack, bro. Everything is super secure. I love how Old Town set this boat up for shipping, so there's no problem. This is the seat right here. Is your normal Sportsman seat. Super excited about this brand new boat from Old Town. I mean, look at it. Look at this thing. Doesn't it look impressive? Like, look how much deck space you actually have. Like, look how thin the walls are. The seat will go here. Once the drive is down, this is like a giant deck to work. Imagine if Old Town makes one of this boat just a paddle boat, 120 professional paddle that comes with the motor setup. You could do a bow mounted GPS trolling mode if you want, or rig up a fancy NK300 here in the back, like let you build it up. Dude, it's gonna be it. I think that boat that I would like them to make will require its own video, so I'm not gonna talk much about this video, because this is all about the ePDL, guys, because ePDL is where it's at. This electrical pedal assist system is amazing. I had it on the 132 PDL and I loved it, but not so much the hole. But this is one of my favorite hole ever, the 120 PDL, because it's super stable and it's still efficient. And with the ePDL drive, I'm looking forward to this like you have no idea. I was so excited to learn that I was gonna get it today. Oh my god, super. The only problem is I hurt everywhere right now. I got a nerve acting up right here. It's been a while. You probably heard me say it 1,000 times in the videos, but it's because it's ever present and it affects my moods. And the other thing is, yeah, check this video here that I'm gonna link if you wanna learn why I'm also feeling a little weird today. What? I'm outdoors. This is a 36 volt 20-hour lithium battery, and it's gonna be plenty of power to run this ePDL for at least 3 hours of maximum speeds. And you could be 100% sure that we're gonna be testing the limits of this ePDL by taking it on an impressive trip down in the Florida Keys, going to the backcountry, and really having an amazing time catching all kinds of fish, taking awesome pictures on the sandbar. You're gonna love that video. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna charge this up while I set up the rest of the boat. It's a new boat. Huh? Ben, Lucas. Okay, Lucas is gonna be the first one on an ePDL. Look at that. See, it's gonna go there in here. Uh-oh, Lucas. Casi te caes. A ver. All right, let's go ahead and set up the ePDL quick. Let's put it right here so we can work on it. Put this tube through. Now those two arrows are gonna point you in the right direction. I think that's perfect right there. Tie it down. Voila! The drive is on, just like that. All right, guys. So I had to drive on, nothing else, just to drive, and it doesn't feel that heavy. It actually feels good. Hola, Lucas. Whoa, guys, it's very windy. Look at the tree. My goodness. And it may rain as well. So I only got a few minutes to start setting up this Old Town ePDL Professional. It's only for the professionals out there. And all of you are professionals. All you need to do is just get yourself a fancy 120 Sportsman ePDL and you'll be a pro. Oh yeah, I like 25 grabs, you know, all over this. And make sure to put dual power poles. And then on top of that, you know, forget dual power pole, put dual motors in the back, put a power pole on the side, like open this up a little bit, and then put like a giant TV here, 70-inch screen, and then you'll be a professional. Then you're gonna be able to catch fish. Isn't that funny that the pros need all the gadgets they can get just to compete? Otherwise I won't be able to compete. Oh, so annoying. And the battery should go in here. Oh my god, we got a little fancy battery tray right here with, this is cool. See, this is why Old Town is so epic, because they think about all the little things. This thing is pre-wired completely. It's just plug and play. Even comes with the battery, dude. Like, you don't even have to source the battery. Comes with it. So we got this cable. Now this cable is for the motor itself. So here I think all I have to do is just open this right here, and it would just plug in. Let's bring the drive down, pull up towards you, and on the water this will be so much easier. Bring down, lug down. I want to see what's in here. Oh, I was gonna say nothing, but we got stuff. Gotta move that from there, put it somewhere else. Okay, now Old Town is all about redundancy and being safe on the water. So without your kill switch, you're not going anywhere. Let's turn it on. Old Town. Press plus to continue. Right, it looks like it's saying 40 volts and it's saying complete fully charged, but I don't think so. But at least it's 75%. So the battery will tell you each of those are 25%. So if it's at 80%, it will tell you that it's 100. You know what, let's crank it up. Am I touching something? It's just the sand. It's just grass, so we should be fine, I think. Okay, look at that. We are in cruise control right now. Battery is going. Let's see if we go to speed 5. Whoa, good job. Let's stop it. Going reverse stops it. Nice. The ePDL drive is working. Yes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and rig up the other things that we need, which is just the rudder control and the paddle holder, and all that is right here. Digrade grease, I guess. Well, we should put that on the connectors, you know, we should put that on the connectors. Let's do this first and then rig up the put the grease on. Turn the motor off. Kill switch. This one we just snap on here. Boom. There you go, guys. This is it. This is the fancy Old Town 120 ePDL Plus Professional, and it's gonna be a special boat because of everything you could do to it. I'm gonna be able to put my auto boat system. You could put your UPS bound trolling motor, or if you don't want to deal with that because you have the ePDL drive, you could just choose to put a power pole here on the bow if you want. ePDL drive, for those trips that I don't want to deal with anything extra, is gonna make it super special. And again, I just put a power pole there or back here and a good anchor up. If you want to do some monstrosity setup, like if you want to go crazy, you could put dual motors right here on the back, or bring the rudder completely down, put a plate, and put a 9.9 in here. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. Anyway, so hey guys, welcome to the walkthrough portion of this video. I decided to do the walkthrough of the boat with everything that I would take fishing on it, because I think it will give you a more real sense of Walkthru-ness. I think I just made that up. But also because I think you've seen the insides and the little things about the boat on the unboxing and setup portion of this video, so why show you the naked boat again? Let's go ahead. And also because I don't feel like removing all this stuff. I want to make use of the scenery here. It is a Tuesday, the weather is beautiful, Black Point Marina, and nobody's here. Like, I'll never get to do this walkthrough like this again. So let's get into it. We're gonna start here at the back. Look at this. Does it look familiar? Yeah, I think you're looking at 120 familiar. Yes, that's right. The Old Town Autopilot 120. This one, the back looks just like it. One thing missing though, the rudder is much smaller. The blade is not as wide as the Autopilot one, and I think I'm gonna be putting the Autopilot rudder here because even though that one turned very well, I just tested it there, I even turned around in between the docks, I feel like I want better turning ratio when I'm fighting current, when I'm, you know, in the middle of the keys and there's a bridge and there's current ripping. I want to be able to turn easier, and I think I'm going to accomplish that with that other rudder. I'll update you. We did an initial review of this boat. If you want to check it out, it's in the channel. But we're gonna come back and do kind of like a proper 30 days after use type of review type of thing. But right here on the back, you can see that Old Town added 2 shallow anchor mounting system. I got one here with my fancy, super useful micro anchor from PowerPole. Totally worth the money if you want to spend it. But this has changed my fishing, and I'm gonna tell you more about it. I bought this, I think, in 2017-ish maybe, and I almost never used it until recently, and I think that was a mistake on my part because that thing is very, very useful, and it makes a boat like this not miss a spot lock basically. So over here we got an access hatch, which is very important because you got this through hole wiring connection kit right here. So if you want to rig this boat with a bow mount trolling motor and you want to run the cables, it's nice to have this hatch here, and you already have the rudder in there, so it will be a seamless, easy setup, and I'm gonna be doing that pretty soon. So moving forward, you got a giant tank well. My black pack is here. I added this tie down from Kayak, and it's super tight down. It's not gonna go anywhere, but you really don't have to use this because you got bungees that are very strong, and this bungee is gonna hold your black pack or milk crate, whatever you want, super tight. And then look at the space, bro. This is a 13 by 16 black pack. It will definitely accommodate a big one. You could even put a bucket here for your live bait if you want, or if you want to move the black pack a little far and then the bucket in here, or a giant cooler. You got space there. It's super deep and super big tank well, super special. This right here are tie downs for if you want to put Old Town battery box to kind of trim the boat out if you put a bow mounted trolling motor, so it'll level the way out and so the boat is more efficient. And what I love about what Old Town did with this new boat is these gear tracks. Look at this. They look nice. They look like they belong there. They're solid. They're there, like they're not gonna go anywhere. I wonder what's underneath that. I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew one of the screws and see if it's inserts or just the plastic, but I feel like, I don't know, it feels stronger than just plastic. Moving forward, you got 2 flush mounted rod holders, and be careful with these because I lost one of these rods in the keys the other day and made me really sad. Is because these rods are really nice, super smooth, there's epic special, and there's not much holding it if a fish takes it or something like that. So always tie it down or use a different rod holder. Just be mindful. I think a normal rod with kind of like this cork or whatever, it's gonna dig in here, so it may not fall off, but it is something that you need to be mindful of. That's why Old Town added this little thing here so you could tie it down. Moving forward, in here you got access to inside the hole, and it's mainly for your battery. This is where the included Outdoors lithium battery will live, and buckle it down with that. I don't have mine buckled down because I'm gonna be charging it, and I wasn't gonna spend a lot of time on the water today, or I wanted to, but at least I had that feeling that it was gonna be a short trip, and it was. So right here you got the rudder thing that controls deploying and redeploying the rudder, and you got sort of like an access plate right here. If something were to go wrong with your rudder system, you could remove this, get access to inside the hull. And this is like right here, compared to other Old Town models, like this is perfect because you could work on this. I'm gonna be replacing the rudder for the autopilot one, like I mentioned earlier, and I think this is gonna come as a blessing, being able to just make changes and tweak and wiring and like all that stuff through this access panel. And also it doubles as sort of like a sacrificial setup where, let's say you want to put lights or a control system for your electronics, you could put it here, and if you change your mind, you just get a new one of these and boom, replace it. This flush mounted rod holder is very super useful. It's nice when you are changing baits or you just got a fish, you want to find a place to drop your rudder, find a place to drop your rod quick. Right here, boom, super nice. This pocket, I get it why they did it so small, is because they want to give you more space right here so you do your thing, and they work because I could just put my GoPro right there and it's not gonna go anywhere. I just love that right there. Some people are gonna complain that, oh, it should be bigger for Plano boxes, but then you lose this, right? You know, and the Plano boxes, you could simply get some watertight ones and put it under your seat, because look how much space you have there. Like the space is humongous. Look at that, so much space. You could make your own setup for storage or whatever, and it's designed in a way that once you put it down, it's not gonna go out. But you also have the space here if you just want to use the Plano boxes. I mean, you set it up the way you want to set it up. Right here, if you're not using the horizontal rod holders, you could put your Plano boxes right here. You got a lot of space. Look at that. These are like giant spaces. And also you could set this up in a way that your rods are not touching the floor. These are PCFun Naughty X IP67. I don't care if they get wet, even salt water. Well, it's out of care, but like I don't mind. Like, I'm not worried about it, okay? But maybe you want to keep your rods out of the water, bait casters, and they stay nicely on top. This, well, you gotta find a way to maybe hold it like this so they don't touch the water, or do your own razor or rod storage or whatever. But the built-in deck, the way that it was built, I think it's good enough. I think this is one of the best implementations that I've seen when it comes to horizontal rod holders. So moving forward, you got the rudder control system. If you don't like this one, you could replace it with aftermarket ones, like from Jack Hobby. Is that how you say it? I don't know, forgot already. You could just get a new one and replace it. Do your thing. Over here, I don't know if this is meant to be like this, kind of like loose, but I don't mind it. They made it that the tracks double as a handle, but I think adding this extra touch here of adding this comfort like thing so you feel like you're gripping something nice makes it extra special. Really good implementation right there by Old Town. And you got a pocket just like the other one. Over here you got one of the kill switch. You will put your key here, so if something happens, you fall off the boat, the motor stop working. This is how the horizontal rod holders look. There's a tube inside, and I'm gonna show you right now how that looks. Don't worry about my mess, everything is fine. And those are the tubes. They don't look like just regular standard Home Depot PVC pipes. They look more fancy. Maybe they are, I don't know. I don't know how watertight they are though. See, that's why the 30 days review will be more epic, because it's gonna include things like flipping the boat and see how much water it gets inside through here and all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. But this is nice here. You got so much space. I have a cast net right here, but like you could like put walls so things don't get out of there. Like you could, I mean, there's so much to cover, so much to do on this boat that I won't be able to cover everything in this video, but at least hopefully you get enough information to learn about it, and maybe, you know, think about getting one for yourself if you want to do that. So moving forward, we have the fancy ePDL drive, and I think this is a beast. I think this is worth every penny, especially for somebody like me who has having issues with legs. When I don't want to pedal, I just hit the motor, and you know I love motors, and I think this is totally worth the price tag. That motor, it's nice, it's very fast, it's super efficient. I mean, it's powered by a 20 amp 36 volt battery, and it lasts 3 hours. The motor on its own, like, that's crazy. And I did test it out, so I like it. I like it. If it was just a regular PDL drive, well, I'll be motorizing it, you know. But the Old Town drive is really nice. It's one of the best, the regular PDL drives. But I love motors, man, and this is like the answer to my prayers. And combining it with a micro anchor, it's like, sometimes it's not that bad that I'm not in my autopilot, you know what I mean? Especially when I'm fighting a fish and I have to go in reverse quick, or there's ever-changing conditions and I'm not anchored. You know, this is nice. This is very nice. So moving forward here, this gear tracks go all the way up to here, which is very nice because I could put a camera here, and also have a lot of space right here. Normally this pole, let me take it out of there. Let me show you what I did here. Ooh, boom. I'll just put it here. It's gonna go, lock it down. Just go like that. And then to hold it here in the back, because stuff will happen, I just go like this. Boom. And this is not gonna go anywhere. It's tied down. And this is why you're able to do this, because you got so much gear tracks. I forget how many inches of gear tracks you have on this boat, but it's a lot. And if you want more, this one here looks like a particular nice space to add more gear tracks if you feel like it. Like, the storage options for this boat are crazy, how much storage you have, especially compared to previous Old Town models. And talking about that, you got another piece of gear track right here that is a front handle, and it's epic because I could put that there and have the giant view right there. Like that's like, you could see the whole boat and myself with this angle here. I really like that. And of course, you got bow mounted trolley motor options. This area is super flat. Sorry that it's covered with this here, but I don't feel like removing that right now. Maybe I'll put a B-roll on it, but it's flat. You could put your bow mounted trolley motor right here and have fun. I highly recommend you get TV Nation's out of boat smart head. Put it here. We're gonna be doing that video soon. Man, so many videos, so many ideas, and I haven't even been able to get to half of them. This is crazy. You got a fancy drain plug right there, and I think I covered pretty much everything on top of the boat, but let's see what's under the boat, right? Let's go ahead and hopefully I don't get called out for this. I'm gonna go under the boat. let me protect myself. Hopefully no gators come here. I mean, well, no gators gonna come here, but there's a giant croc here. So you got a sacrificial plate right here that you could replace. Very nice. And then right here you could put your fish finder transducer, and this area is huge. As you can see, you could put like a, I don't know, like, look at that, how many inches is that? So let's measure for good luck. Well, this is like over 20 inches of space, so you could definitely put like a giant transducer here and you have no problem whatsoever. And it's protected from the sides, and it's protected, like, it's not exposed, right? And it's also protected from the sides. Looking down, you see the fancy hole for the PDL drive. It's really nice. And you see that why this boat is so stable, because you got that double U hole, which also is a problem if you have a normal trailer, because it's practically impossible for this thing to be perfect. And then when you're going down, like, the boat like this is gonna stick somewhere over there. So launching it like a boat could be a problem. I think you need a specialized, I wouldn't say specialized, but I think you need a trailer that it was designed to work with the Old Towns. And I'm gonna see if there is such a thing. I mean, I got a bunch of trailers, but the only kayak specific trailer I have is a Malone trailer, but it's kind of like a boat trailer, so I don't know. I want to be able to put this boat on a trailer like this I want to be able to back up to the ramp, hit the brakes, and the boat will launch like a normal boat will launch. But that W hole, which is very special because it's very efficient and it's very stable, doesn't quite align to what I'm trying to do here. Like, you see the transducer set up underneath. Once this starts lighting out, that it gets to this point here and it falls, it gets stuck in here. So that's why those trailers, they have that little, the kind of like the tubes kind of fold down, so you don't have this, so there's nothing to stick to. So that's the solution. I wonder, but this is my boat trailer. I'm gonna have to get a new trailer. I don't know. If you think you have the answer to my issues, my trailer issues for kayaks, and you want to help out, I don't know, reach out. Maybe there's something we can do. But yeah, I think I need a trailer, like one designed to work with this kayak. So if you have any questions about this ePDL kayak, make sure to comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Please be civil, because YouTube likes to hide comment, and also when I see something I don't like because it's stupid, I delete it. So